Namo Phat. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society, by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I'm determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I'm aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. Our Dharma readings are from Ajahn Sundara's book, Seeds of Dhamma, right now, and we're ready for a section called Our Need to Want. Compassion is very important in the Buddhist tradition. The first of the precepts to which all lay Buddhist practitioners commit themselves is to refrain from harming any living beings. That is a way of expressing compassion, not killing, harming, or committing any acts by body, speech, or mind that might create suffering for other people. We may think about not harming people in Africa or Afghanistan. Our hearts open when we see children on television suffering in a famine-ridden area, or women who are being abused in certain countries, or even in the West. But often we overlook the fact that we ourselves are suffering. We overlook the aching in our own heart, the yearning for profound peace. We are part of a society that not only breeds discontent, but encourages it. We're supposed to be discontent in order to continue being a good consumer. If everyone were suddenly satisfied with what they have, society would go bankrupt. So society doesn't want us to look at the pain of discontent. It encourages us to believe there is pleasure in being discontented, pleasure in getting something other than what we have now, whether it is a new bed, a new TV, a new partner, a new house, or a new job. It's endemic. We are told we are okay as long as we keep buying. As long as we keep biting the bait of society's lures, society recognizes us as perfectly functional. It's only at times of crisis in our lives, or when we start looking within our minds, within ourselves, that we suddenly feel failed by society, failed by our schools, our parents, our family, our husband or wife. And then, that sudden sense of being let down will redirect the attention. Instead of keeping our gaze looking outwards, perhaps we will be forced to look in a different direction. This is what meditation addresses: how to direct our attention properly, skillfully, in the right direction, so that we can really look into that general sense of discontent and its roots. If ever we have achieved a moment of profound peace, a profound sense of wholeness, of being one with things, one with the environment, one with a partner, can we investigate that sense of peace? What is it? What is its cause? The cause of peace is the end of wanting in our mind. Then we are at peace. So a social creature in a materialistic society is far from being a perfectly peaceful creature. In a consumer society, being healthy is synonymous with wanting. This mindset is part of our everyday life and is reinforced constantly. We rarely find room to question it, to challenge the assumption that wanting is a way to happiness. There's something in wanting which is very energetic. If we want something, we feel alive. Wanting pulls us, it leads us somewhere. We can feel driven by desire, and you feel that not wanting anything is a deadened feeling. We're not very good at living with not wanting. Most of our energy comes from acting on wanting, searching, looking, seeking. Very rarely do we find peace through the absence of wanting. So learning to live without wanting comes as something completely new to us. Learning to really investigate wanting takes us into a completely new realm of values. But unless there is a connection with that new realm, that more profound Dhamma, unless there is insight into the mind, we will rely on wanting in order to feel alive, rather than to try to cope by searching for something to fill the gap, the hole, the abyss in front of us. We can begin to investigate who is wanting, who is creating this constant wanting experience. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.